Another dyno day for Hondaru. Brent has his air traffic control headset on.
That's it. This is tuner 1, talking to tuner 2.
We took Hondaru down the road to test the shift cut, but she seemed to have like a boost cut or some sort of issue. So
my hand might have been on the shifter. I don't remember.
Yeah,
something was happening.
maybe the strain gauge was sensing the movement and it was cutting out. But we got it on the dyno right now just to kind of double check things. We're also back at our elevation, so we just want to make sure the tune's all right coming from Florida. Make sure she's all good. Just run through things. He's going to test the strain gauge on the dyno. Make sure she's pulling through the gears, and we're just making sure she's ready to go.
Yeah, it wants to make some power.
Something's up with the, it is hitting boost cut then.
Yeah.
Told you.
Oh, guess what she just made?
785.
785.
785? Told you it was hitting boost cut.
Bro,
how's it hitting boost cut? We came to Colorado. It should be making less boost.
you want to see that?
Look at that.
On the gas, off the gas.
Well, that's it hit boost cut, came back up.
Oh.
Maybe this solenoid's acting up again, remember?
Check your source lines and stuff too. Because if it's got no source line, but it's going to the top, you know what I mean?
She is hitting boost cut. 785.
Jesus.
Most Honda's ever made again.
Jesus.
Almost 800.
In Colorado.
Yeah, in Colorado on our dyno. Yeah, make sure there's no lines, no holes in the vacuum lines. When we were at Jack's, that's what it was doing before. Maybe it's like killing solenoids or something. Maybe they're burning up. Maybe we have something wired wrong. So it was a boost cut.
Yeah, it's boost cut.
So it was not because of your hand. She's going for all of it.
What is the boost cut at? 43
Still 43.
Jesus.
And we can't raise the boost cut because the map sensor is limited
Yeah,
at
we could
43.
put a 7 bar on it.
I got one of those. What'd you call it? Put that turkey in there.
I can turn it down. But we're gonna make sure everything's plumbed right too.
Well, it was. We didn't change nothing.
We didn't change anything.
We have to make sure.
Unless something popped off or got a hole.
Bro. Something.
We
Nothing.
should have less boost up here.
Yeah, it shouldn't be an
Harder
issue.
to make the boost.
The only thing that changes, maybe we were on 3 cylinders the whole time.
No, because we did source it after at one point because we were doing something.
What?
Remember we took a boost line off.
Then you made 43 pounds.
No, we took.
Did you take the controller off and you
Yeah.
put it back on for something?
I didn't take the controller off. All I did
Just the hose.
I took the
Or
one hose off to put the pipe down so I could fit my hood on it to get it here, and then I just put the hose right back on. That's all I did.
Well, let's check the source. Let's just check everything.
Yeah, we just did.
Oh, you did?
Spitting out water.
Oh, she's spraying.
Yeah, there was a hole in it already, I think. Yeah.
Boost cutting it. And our lines are right, so it has to be either the power to it or there's like a hole in one of these lines.
So we had Hondaru on the dyno the other day and we were running into some more boost issues. She was making a whole bunch of boost, maxed out the map sensor, made the most power it ever did, but it's starting to boost cut. And got to get that figured out, but regardless, we needed to pull the motor out of this thing so we can get the transmission pulled because we still don't have reverse working on that sequential. So we're getting the transmission pulled out right now so that Zach from ZF Design can have that looked at and try to figure out the reverse, just get the transmission working properly, and also go through it just to make sure everything is wearing correctly and stuff like that. So we're getting the motor pulled out of this thing right now, and we'll raise it up in the air, get the transmission dropped out, and then we will be bringing that over to Zach, and he will be making sure everything is looking good.
Crank her up.
Still don't have our cherry picker handle. Actually, we have a better extension than that. Still using extensions. I'm convinced that bar got used in a roll cage at some point. Yeah. Sean probably cut it up.
I hated this car.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Hayden was here last.
He did do a lot of cage in his car.
If there's any red paint that's been ground off something, that's where it went.
It's so nice that everything just comes out together.
Mm-hmm.
No other car does that. That was it.
I wonder how many times we've pulled this motor now.
The out bearing looks good.
Does it?
Or the pilot bushing.
Quick clutch inspection. Oh yeah, it's not in pieces now.
No, that's the first time I've ever taken it apart and it's not in pieces.
Clutch is looking good. Told you, bro, those dowel pins are important. Line all that stuff up. Yeah. That was the only problem. Haven't had one issue with the clutch since that went back in.
Yep. It is leaking oil, but I think it's all coming from the valve cover. It's got all down. Gotta change that. So we got the transmission fluid draining right now. It's that blue Matul. Looks pretty good though. Doesn't really have stuff on the plug. And it drained the fuel, and then I have to just take this little thing off right here, this little cross member thing, and then pull the drive shaft. And it should be out.
Looks like we're gonna need a
new drive shaft.
Look at that gouge
Man,
that got taken out.
Way too much power, bro. It's hitting right here.
Yeah, it was rubbing.
You're gonna have to remember we
Must have been when you were launching it.
Yeah, it definitely was from the launch it from all the load, but back in the day it was like rubbing a little bit. We cut it here and we banged it up pretty good amount, but I think we're just gonna have to just cut that. Another thing we didn't do was we didn't put those solid bushings in here because we couldn't find them.
Oh yeah.
Cartboy. So we're gonna have to get some more of these so that way it doesn't move.
Yeah, that drive shaft was hitting right there good.
Yeah, that was
lucky that didn't come apart.
That's about like to come apart. That's one launch away, one good launch away, bro.
Yeah, I mean, just some more driving would make it rub more. Some heavy pulls on it, because the walls of these are very thin.
Yeah,
so that's deep.
You can see where it's hitting. So it's hitting here. You can see where it's rubbing here. So we gotta cut this down. Get rid of. We don't really need the rear brakes or the emergency
e-brake.
So we'll shave that down, beat it up.
Yeah, dude. Do some more clearancing.
Yeah.
At least it held up though.
Yeah, it did.
At least it didn't let go and start smacking stuff.
Junk it.
The ends are still good.
For sale.
All they have to do is cut the ends off and re-weld the tube in the middle. The ends are what's
I need
worth
that
a lot.
Too. That came with the trans.
Yeah, we need that.
The trans, I had to change that. Pick up bunch of toes. Yep.
All right. Hondaru's back to where it started before we left to Florida now.
Right. And taking back apart.
All the way apart again.
Race car life, man. Yeah, it's good to like look over everything. You know, that's the most power it's ever made. It's actually working. So.
Yep, go through it, clean it up.
Yep.
Just make sure she's ready to go.
Go through the process.
So we got Emilio's STI back on the dyno because they think they figured out why it was reading low.
I think they reset it and everything's back to normal. So.
Yeah, they were just running into the same issue with another car they were tuning, but they got it figured out now. So we're gonna see what the STI is actually making.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not making only 140.
No, it's definitely making
something was off.
Over 250, I think. So.
There you go, 252.
252.
Now it's working, right?
Yeah, I was like, I know it's making at least over 250.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 horsepower over it, but.
So Kevin over here, I guess, messing up the calibration settings is what Jamie's saying.
Oh yeah, of course. He's like
Saying every time he touches the keyboard.
Yeah, he gives me junk and then says it was me.
He's like, I'm sick of Jamie.
No, that's good. We need
The calibration's right now, though.
Yeah, if we can get E85 or something, we can turn it up more. But
Yeah,
you probably need a 255 at minimum.
I got one laying around.
I bet you do. What else you got?
I got a couple things laying around.
Well,
I don't know. IAG just sent me something today. I don't even know what they sent me.
Really?
Keith just sent me a
Dude,
shipment, and I'm like, all right, what's in the box?
E85. We'll make more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got E85 and a couple jugs. I mean, it's good for now. It drives really good on the street.
Dude, it's good, dude.
Yeah, it's good.
It's supposed to be the daily.
I like it being a daily. The AC's good. It cruises fine.
Made 252. Dyno numbers are right now.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
not
they're
actually making 140.
No, definitely not. We didn't.
Everybody's probably like, 140? Why is it making that?
Calibration settings were just all out of
That
whack.
makes me feel better. I just wanted to put it back on just to see the right number.
Got the new windshield too.
Yeah. Got the new windshield. Just trying to clean it up little by little.
So while we got the engine out of Hondaru, while the transmission's getting checked out, we went ahead and pulled this thing apart, got it on the engine stand right here because we want to go ahead and put a new head gasket on there. Since it was pushing some water when we had it on the dyno, and we got the head gasket off, and you can see
It's like the middle
that
layer.
it was just barely blown out in the middle. Like right in there. See that where it's torn? And right there, pretty good. So just barely, but it was enough to push a little bit of water. So now's a good time to replace the head gasket while it's apart.
Got it early.
Yep, caught that early. And to add on to that, we are going to be upgrading the head studs as well. Right now we have the ARPs in there, but we are upgrading to, is this the L19?
Yes, the custom 625. They're like the L19s. They're strong.
Yeah, this is basically what's like in the MR2, and I think the minivan has these too, but you can see the thickness of the material is the same thickness all the way throughout, even up to the threads. If you look here on the ARP, it actually kind of steps down a little bit. These are a really good, you know, common head stud for good power, but we're trying to make all of it. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade these guys. Yeah, you can see where it kind of steps down right there. A little bit stronger head stud there to go along with our new head gasket and stuff. And yeah, just going through the motor, making sure everything's all right. And hopefully get that transmission back and get it all put back together.
Yep.
While Emilio's been tearing the engine apart for Hondaru, I've been getting a couple more things done on the Prelude. I went and got a new alternator belt today, got that thrown on there. And then I'm also waiting on the front tires to come in because, as you guys may or may not remember, we cut this one up pretty good because I hit the brakes really hard on the shutdown and this guy dug into the fender. There's like a little inner piece of metal right here that dug into. I want to try to track down a fender roller so we can roll that inner piece flat, and then that will not happen again. A couple other things this thing needs is I just want to go pick up a new battery because the one in it is kind of junk, and then I just want to do a fluid change on it, change the oil, tranny fluid, make sure the coolant and everything is good. And then once that's all done, I do want to put it on the dyno just to make sure everything is good and ready to go for this weekend. But yeah, she's just about there. But yeah, really excited to have the Prelude up and going again, and hopefully you guys are excited to see some passes out of this thing again. It's been quite some time she's been sitting, but we are taking her out this weekend for some races.